Hey everyone, welcome to That's Peculiar. I'm Nathan.
Hey, Andra.
And Andra's got an episode today.
I never know if I'm supposed to go or if you're supposed to go at that part.
You know, I never know either, so I just start saying it.
That is hilarious. I always wait for you. So
Oh,
good.
see, and that's why I say it, because I always feel like you're like not prepared to say it, and so I'm just like, I'll say it.
Well, I just Googled a different fun fact for today's episode.
Oh.
And this is fun. Honeybees can recognize human faces.
I knew that.
I didn't. We
Oh.
could see them in a compilation of 5,000 individual images. That is crazy.
Could you imagine seeing 5,000 different images?
No. I'd be like, get out of my face.
Oh God. Oof. Like when you think about like how
Yeah.
flies' eyes work too, I would die.
Yeah.
I would
Me
find
too.
the blue light and I would die. Anyway.
How's life? What's going on with you?
Life's pretty chill. Actually, I get to meet Ross's sister for the first time in a couple weeks.
Oh my God, you guys haven't met?
No, we've only met over like FaceTime, and I've texted her, but we've never met in person.
Wild.
I know.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, moving around.
I'm pretty excited. I'm really excited to meet their dog.
Of course you are.
He's so cute. His name is Doug, and he's a Doberman, and he likes bubbles.
Bubbles?
Yes. She will blow bubbles, and he will jump up and pop them.
That is so cute.
Yes.
In your meeting, you said soon? In a week?
Yeah, in the next couple weeks. I think it's next weekend. I don't know.
I think that's like the 1st. We're coming up on the 1st.
No, isn't the first like this weekend?
Yeah. Oh, right. Next week.
Sorry.
Does it say the 1st is Friday? Whoa. No.
Is it?
That's not right. No, that's not right.
No, it's like on Monday or something.
Yes, it is Monday.
Yeah, it's on Monday.
Final answer. For anyone who needs to know, the 1st is on Monday.
Monday, September 1st, Labor Day.
Yeah. Not the day that this comes out.
No.
Okay. Well, on that
note, I'm so glad
note,
we cleared that up.
Would you like to know what we're talking about today?
Always.
We are talking about the Book of Soyga.
The Book of Soyga?
Yep. And that is the pronunciation. I have them all in here.
What's Soyga?
We'll get into it.
Is it Japanese?
No.
Dang it.
It's a 16th century text.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So before we talk about that, we're going to talk about John Dee, who is just a little headliner, magician, scholar, and obsessive seeker of knowledge.
Okay. You said John Dee, and I thought John Deere, the tractor company.
Yes, no. Could you imagine? Can you imagine this 18th or 16th century text has something to do with John Deere?
That would be crazy. So, I don't know, maybe some plowing techniques?
Okay. Yes, I think so. John Dee was born in 1527 in London and grew up to be one of the most famous features in the English Renaissance. He was a mathematician, astronomer, philosopher. He claimed the ability to communicate with angels. Dee's work blurred the line between science and magic, a reflection of an era in which alchemy, astrology, and emerging thought coexisted. So it's just all of that is kind of in this time frame. So just keep that in mind as we go through this.
Okay.
Dee's fascination with, it's called esoteric, is a treatment referring to alternative healing practices that focus on spiritual, metaphysical, and holistic approaches to health and well-being.
Esoteric?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I just said esoteric. Not
Esoteric?
that part.
Esoteric, yeah. I didn't hear the part. I heard esteric, and I was like, that doesn't
Oh
sound
no,
right.
esoteric is what I said, but eso, it could be eso or eso. I'm not
Esoteric.
exactly sure.
Okay, yeah.
Either way, so that's what we're talking about in this little section, but not
Okay.
fully in here. I meant to look it up, sorry. Anyways, so esoteric led him to seek rare manuscripts, grimoires, and texts in arcane knowledge. So among these, one stood out, the Book of Soyga,
Oh.
which is a small Latin codex with mysterious tables that even Dee, a master cryptographer of his time, could not fully decipher.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Dee's reputation in Elizabethan England was formidable. He served as an advisor to Queen Elizabeth I, calculating the timing of important events through astrology, designing navigational instruments, and even participating in espionage. Oh my god, be in words right now.
Espionage?
Yes. Ugh, get it together. It's because I just got off work and I've been talking to people about wine all day. Okay, so yet despite his public stature, Dee's private life was consumed by occult pursuits.
Hmm.
He meticulously recorded his experiments in angelic communication, often with his scryer, Edward Kelly, whose abilities to see visions through a crystal ball were said to be the gap between the earthly and the divine.
Stop. Not a crystal ball.
Don't you want to be Edward Kelly? Also, that name.
Edward Kelly.
Yeah. Isn't it cute?
Edward Kelly. Two first names. I don't know.
Yeah, usually a serial killer. But remember when Meg Ryan? Have you seen You've Got Mail?
A long time ago.
Her name, I keep thinking Cadet Kelly.
Cadet Kelly?
Lizzie McGuire movie. But her name is something Kelly in that movie. And it just, every time I hear it, reminds me of that. Also, I loved Cadet Kelly.
It's on my list to watch.
Kathleen Kelly is her name.
Oh, okay.
In the movie, and I just thought that was so cute. Okay, so Edward Kelly, the visionary scryer, was born 1555 and became Dee's lifelong collaborator, known for his charismatic and enigmatic personality. Kelly claimed I'm so sorry. Kelly claimed he could summon angels and receive divine messages. Together, Dee and Kelly conducted sessions that involved complex rituals and the use of a crystal or mirror as a medium for celestial communication. Celestial.
Interesting.
I know. Honestly, don't you feel like we'd be friends with them?
Perhaps. It depends on how their hygiene for me.
Probably bad.
Coming from the 1500s, I'm concerned.
So you would have had no friends?
Probably not. I would have been a hermit.
So it was through these sessions that the Book of Soyga took on its legendary aura. Dee hoped to unlock the secrets of the book through angelic guidance. According to Dee's own diary, Kelly informed him that the book's 36 tables of letters, carefully arranged in sequence of Latin characters, could only fully be understood with instructions from Archangel Michael.
Huh.
So, I know, isn't that interesting?
I want to see what this book looks like.
You should Google it. You can pull it up. The inability to decode these tables by human effort alone gave the book its aura of mystery and, according to some accounts, its curse.
Curse?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I know. Juicy. Okay, so isn't this fun?
I'm very intrigued by this book.
Right? I also, yeah, I wanted to keep it a mystery, but now we're diving in. So this is the contents and structure of the Book of Soyga. The Book of Soyga survives in only 2 known copies total.
Oh.
One in British Library and one in the Bodleian Library at Oxford. Bodleian? I think it's Bodleian.
I don't know.
Library at Oxford. I'm pretty sure it's Bodleian, and I actually got that from that We Discovered Witches.
Oh my god,
The Discovery of Witches.
Stop it, because I was literally just thinking about that show just now because you said that, and I was like, oh, I need to continue watching that show.
Well, she like goes into the Bodleian Library, so I know how to say that from that book.
That's
which is, by the way,
funny.
better than the show. But what sucks is I watched the show and now I just pictured that guy from the show and the guy from, he's in that Irish, Luck of the Irish, or no, not that one.
That's okay. I honestly, like, I need to read the books because I really like the show. So I'm like, I really like the books.
That is, so Jack's mom loved the show too. Maybe I need to just give it another chance because I like the girl that plays the main character.
Yeah.
It's actually the guy, which is Leap Year. So he's very handsome in Leap Year. He plays kind of like a fun, goofy guy, and maybe because that gives her a lot of like, he picks on her a lot. So maybe that's why I can't take him seriously for this like
In this
strong
role.
masculine, yeah,
I
vampire.
I think it's a great. I really enjoyed the show, but then I didn't have Prime anymore, and now I have Prime for a minute. Or is it on HBO?
Honestly, I think I watched it on Netflix.
It's not Netflix.
I don't know.
Anyway, I need
Jack's
to.
mom watches a lot of shows on Prime, so I wouldn't doubt that it's Prime.
I think it's on Prime, and if it's not, it's on HBO. And I only have Prime now for like 30 days or something. I don't know. Ask Ross.
Oh, you can have mine. I'll give you mine.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll just text you then. Anyway, continue.
Anyways, Bodleian Library at Oxford.
Yes.
So both are small manuscripts, meticulously handwritten, containing Latin texts interspersed with tables of letters. Oh my god, this is just like the manuscript that they talk about in that show.
Oh yeah,
the one that goes missing?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it.
Anyways, I didn't do this on purpose. So it's meticulously handwritten, containing Latin text interspersed with tables of letters and we said esoteric symbols.
Uh-huh.
So the book's contents can be broadly divided into several categories. So number 1, astrological and magical tables.
Okay.
Or magician tables. The 36 tables form the heart of the mystery. Each table consists of lines of letters that appear random but are believed to encode instructions for summoning or communicating with angels, predicting celestial events, or performing protective rituals.
But we don't know for sure.
No, it's believed.
Because no one's been able to crack it. I'm assuming.
Correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So 2, spells and incantations. Dee's notes indicate that the book contains formulas for invoking supernatural powers.
Mm-hmm.
It's
very Discovery of Witches, yes.
I'm pretty sure it is. What is that? Something 455 or 445 is the book that went missing?
She's weaving right now, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Dee's notes indicate that the book contains formulas for invoking supernatural powers and understanding divine secrets. The language is a mixture of Latin and coded abbreviations which frustrates modern scholars and cryptographers.
So they are still trying to decode it.
We'll get into that a little bit more.
Okay.
But I would say yes.
Interesting.
I just sort of, we'll get into it, but I sort of think certain things kind of take precedent over something that nobody has cracked for so long. That's the way I'd phrase it.
Fair enough.
So number 3 is that angelology and mysticism.
Okay.
Try saying Try saying it.
Angelology.
Can you say it twice?
Angelology.
What the hell? Thank you. At least you did the lol once.
Yes, I did it both times.
No, I keep saying angel lol. Like lol.
Angelology?
Anyway, this doesn't matter. Yeah. Instead of angelology, I said angel lol.
Angel lol.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever.
The book reflects Renaissance preoccupations with the hierarchy of angels, celestial spheres, and divine communication. Its mythical framework suggests a system of knowledge that blends theology, mathematics, and magic. Yeah. So, of course, as we already said, Dee was never able to fully interpret the tables, which left the book shrouded in mystery. So let's go into the curse.
Yes, please.
And reputation of the book.
The book.
Yes. Legend holds that the Book of Soyga was not merely a puzzle, it was dangerous. So Dee's own writings hint at a foreboding aura surrounding the manuscript. But some scholars suggest that the book was considered cursed because it represented knowledge that too profound for mortal minds, a common theme in Renaissance esotericism.
Okay.
So accounts indicate that those who attempted to study it might suffer illness, misfortune, or madness. Kelly's insistence that only Archangel Michael could unlock its secrets reinforced the perception that the book was not merely intellectual property, but a conduct to the divine or diabolical. Diabolical. It's hilarious. That word just cracks me up.
Yes.
So the aura of peril contributes to the book's mystique, but over time references to it were scarce and its surviving copies vanished from common circulation, giving rise honestly, I swear to God, when I read this, I didn't even think of Discovery of Witches.
And now it's all you can think about.
Yeah, like I can't stop. So I'm pretty sure, actually, the whole entire...
The premise of the witches, Discovery Witches, is on the Book of Soyga.
The Book of Soyga. Yeah. So the surviving copies vanished, and then, of course, it became like the legendary Devil's Bible. Yeah.
Of course.
So, swear to God, the next line is disappearance and rediscovery. After Dee's death in 1608, the Book of Soyga disappeared from public knowledge for centuries.
Oh, wow.
It remained hidden, its whereabouts unknown. It was not until 1994 that scholars rediscovered copies in 2 English libraries, revealing a manuscript that had evaded decipherment for nearly 400 years. 1994, the year I was born.
That's crazy.
You know what I think
400
happened?
years?
I'm pretty sure that, what's her name, Deborah, and her boyfriend, Vampire, goes into the 1800s in the book, and what they did is they take the copy and they present it back into the world. That's what happened. It just reoccurred in 1994.
Was that what it is?
I'm pretty sure. Is her name Deborah?
I don't know what her
Yeah,
name is, but Deborah sounds
it's
terrible.
honestly something like that. I didn't think her name suited her.
I think I thought the same thing, but I haven't watched it in so long.
Diana. It's Diana. Okay, so the rediscovery allowed modern cryptographers and historians to analyze its tables systematically using computational methods, which now exist in 1994.
Mhm.
Researchers determined that much of the book's coded content involved systematic permutations of letters, likely designed to encode angelic names or mystical instructions. However, even with modern technology, parts of the book remain undeciphered, maintaining its reputation as one of the most uh words enigmatic. How do you say
Enigmatic.
that?
Very good. Yes.
Thank you. Manuscripts in the world. I know I am annoyed with myself, but I'm actually do you hear all these words?
Yeah,
I
no,
feel like I'm
you're doing pretty good.
tongue-tied.
Y
I am tongue-tied every sentence I am saying,
It's
so
you're doing great. Okay, so you said that the book after the 1994 and they did some maths and sciences on it, that a lot of
yeah,
it still remains discovered, or they couldn't translate it or whatever.
undeciphered, yeah.
Undeciphered. Thank you.
Mhm.
So they did decipher some of it, and it is indeed like a codex for angelic communication, or that's the goal of it.
They're not sure, but what they are sure of, the coded content involves systematic permutations of letters. So they basically what I understood that to mean is there is some sort of coding within side of this within these letters, and they can kind of understand that there's a way to put it together.
Okay, so
And
they know it's scrambled, but they can't unscramble it.
right,
Okay.
and they think it is likely
Like
designed to encode.
okay, likely.
Yeah,
Cool. Okay.
isn't it so fun? I had so much fun researching this.
But now I have other questions. You're talking about a curse. Did the people who read this in 1994 have issues?
I think I didn't we'll get into it, but no, we'll get into it. I'm not even gonna tell
Okay,
you.
okay, okay.
We'll talk about it at the end. So, modern analysis and interpretation. Scholars have proposed several explanations for the book structure because people just don't like questions unanswered.
No, I don't. Thank you.
Cryptographic system. The letter tables may represent a sophisticated encryption encoding knowledge about angels and magical operations. So, like we said, may.
Uh-huh.
The angel, lol, angelological framework. Dee may have designed the tables to correspond to the 36 known angels or celestial entities, creating a mystical code only readable through divine insight. So they're not 100% positive that that didn't get added by Dee.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So a Stoic instructional manual, the book could have served as a guide for ritual practice meant to be partially incomprehensible without instruction from a master.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, the 36 tables, the
Now,
heart of the
when
mystery.
you say tables, you mean like diagrams?
It's like tables of letters. So sort of
Oh,
like
the tables of
yeah,
letters that are a specific layout.
and
Okay,
there's
cool.
36, yeah.
There's 36 tables. Okay.
This is the most perplexing feature according to scholars. Each table is a grid of Latin letters, like we said, arranged in a manner that appears chaotic at first glance. Dee attempted to decipher them meticulously, spending countless hours with Callie,
Mhm.
attempting to figure out their meaning, and then they were not able to. The tables are not merely obituary. Modern cartographers suggest that they encode sequences of angelic names, mathematical permutations, or instructions for invoking celestial entities. But for one example, one table contains a repeated arrangement of letters that, when analyzed, seems to correspond with numeral oh my god
Numerology.
numerological
Oh,
principles
okay.
where letters I know where letters are assigned to numerical values, and certain sequence create harmonies or patterns intended to align with divine forces.
Yes,
So
numerology.
Kelly,
Okay.
yeah, Kelly insisted that no human method could unlock these tables. In Dee's diary, he notes that Kelly communicated with the archangel Michael, like we said, who alleged confirmed that these tables confirm the knowledge that humans weren't ready, which we said earlier, if you remember.
Yes.
This insistence of the angelic authority lent to the book an outworldly power and danger. So that kind of gave it the air.
Mhm.
But Dee and Kelly conducted elaborate rituals attempting to communicate with angels. Sessions often lasted hours, and we said it's the crystal ball. It was during these sessions that the Book of Soyga became their focal point, and he believed he was on the verge of unlocking the secrets that could reveal the structure of the universe.
Of course, he would feel that way.
Yeah, which is just like bonkers to me. And possibly to influence reality itself. So now the curse, fact, or folklore. The notion of a curse surrounding the Book of Soyga obviously may have originated from the intense secrecy of the book's unsolved nature. Over the centuries, scholars and occult enthusiasts reported mystery illnesses,
Mhm.
misfortune, or even psychological strain while studying it.
Well, I could see psychological strain while studying it because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Some historians argue that the so called curse is a product of the book's reputation amplified by the cultural context of Renaissance England, where books containing forbidden knowledge were feared. Others suggest that Dee himself may have propagated cautionary tales about the book to protect its secrets or maintain his own authority as a master of historic knowledge. Stoic. Regardless of the origin, the legend persists. So people still think it's cursed, and people still have this kind of mystique about it.
Well, I mean, I understand why there would still be mystique. It's still, it's not fully decoded. They don't know what it really is. I would
Mhm.
consider it mysterious too. I would love to get a look at it, you know?
Yeah, I know. The disappearance fueled that. So 1994, the breakthrough occurred. Obviously, it's in the British Library and the Bodleian Library, which is just hilarious because this makes it sound even more like the book that the 495 or whatever.
When you said that it was found 400 years later, you in 1994, you did say that they were found in old libraries, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
those two libraries, the British
But they were
Library and the
so
Bodleian.
they were lost in there for centuries?
Or somebody put them back
Or
or
yeah,
put them there,
or they just reappeared on their own accord.
or somebody went back in time, found them, and put them back in 1994.
Okay, Deborah.
Yeah, I know. Diana.
Diana! Yes! Diana, yeah, doesn't suit her.
No,
Neither does
not at
Deborah
all.
either, so I'm glad we cleared that up.
So I think because of the disappearance, because of the curse,
Mhm.
or because of the disappearance, because of the mystery, and then of course because people don't know what it is, I
Yeah.
think honestly, I don't think there is. I mean, I haven't seen it, like you said. I'd love to look at it. But I think because of those weird mysteries, I sort of think the mind wants you to feel that it's more than and cursing
Absolutely.
you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But of course, I have never seen it, so I can't say that for sure. Maybe one day I'll go look at it.
I don't think you can. I think you have to be like special.
I'm getting my master's. Might be able to after that point in English.
You're English?
I am English, but I'm going for my master's in English, so I don't know what I would have to do to go there.
I think it's more than just your master's. You probably have to be like some
I
sort
know
of
she has her doctorate
I was just gonna
in the
say you
book.
probably have to have like a doctorate in some sort of like Renaissance writing something rather.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So modern scholarly analysis, we already went through that, and they're not really necessarily sure what to consider. They think it can be certain parts of angelology. They
Mhm.
think it could have some mystique. Psychological and historical perspective. Scholars are also considered the book a reflection of Renaissance thought, blending with Dee's obsession. So Deborah Harkness in John Dee's conversation with these angels
Speaking of a Deborah,
emphasizes she was meant to come up. Emphasizes that the Book of Soyga exemplifies the fusion of mathematics language. So she is basically like accentuating this. She thinks it's the fusion of mathematics, language, and mysticism, illustrating how the Renaissance scholars sought to bridge those two together.
hmm
This is a statement said by Deborah Harkness. Comparisons to other mystery texts, mysterious. The Book of Soyga is often compared to the Voynich manuscript, which is an undeciphered manuscript filled with botanical, astronomical,
astronomical.
oh my god, and human illustrations. I swear I'm not stupid. I read so much faster than I can say.
That's the
Like
problem.
Soyga, like Soyga, it remains partly mysterious despite modern analysis. Codex, I think it's Gegas, but it might be Jagus, which is also quotes Devil's Bible. Allegedly created in one night by a monk who made this is crazy. One night by a monk who made a pact with the devil. Its massive allegedly, its massive scale and full page image of Satan evoke the same sense of awe and dread as Soyga.
Interesting.
And it's the next one and last that I have on this list is the Necronomicon. Necronomicon. Yes, that's it. It's fictional.
Okay.
The though literary, the Necronomicon captures the cultural caps- sorry, cultural resonance of cursed or forbidden books, similar to Soyga's legendary status. I would actually add Discovery of Witches in this because I think there's so many parallels.
Very many.
Yeah. And if you want, yeah, I added in here. So the 36 tables, if you want this, have multiple rows of letters, like we said,
Yep.
but though the exact system of patterns we said are repeatable, but certain letter arrangements with the numerical, possibly for magical calculations, the way I see it, I'm trying to explain this to you without you looking up. The closest thing I have is kind of like, have you ever seen like a jumbled word search or kind of like Sudoku?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Not everybody has. Honestly, I'm pretty sure my nephew has no idea what Sudoku is. Anyways, think of it like the way I thought about it when I was like trying to look at this. The way I figure that they see this is kind of like imagine it being all jumbled and you have to create the words in the word search. And then
Okay.
imagine being on the hardest level of Sudoku
Yeah.
with almost nothing given except for like a couple, like 2.
Yeah.
And then just like being on your own, but
Trying to figure it
having
out.
it be a set puzzle. That's how I think of it, where it's like there's so many moving parts to moving pieces.
Yeah. And there's an answer, but there's no
Um,
help trying to figure it out.
yeah, it just seems a little crazy. We went through cultural, literal, conclusion. We're there. So what are your thoughts on this book?
Oh, I want to see it. I
Mhm.
want to, I don't know. I want to feel the vibe of it, because, they talk about the aura of it being kind of cursed and stuff. I'm into that kind of stuff. So I kind of want to be like, it's just a book, but I would like to see the pages. And I feel like if there's a book, if there's 2 of these books, there's got to be like a key book somewhere. And
Right.
my follow-up question to this whole thing is, now that we're in the 21st century and we have AI, do we think that plugging in some of this stuff to AI could help figure stuff out?
As far as I saw, no.
Because
Because,
we also have quantum computers now too. So
yeah, but the way to think about it, somebody, no matter what, had to program all of that into a computer. So knowledge that we don't have
that from the training of the
isn't,
AI, yeah, but AI as a whole is still also evolving.
yeah, but I'm not necessarily sure. What I mean is that AI could ever fully pick up on something that it was never taught to interpret in the first place.
It could draw
You think it could?
parallels. It could draw parallels to other manuscripts that have been found,
Yeah, maybe something that we don't know.
because that way you don't have to sift through it manually. You have a computer looking for similarities in a bunch of different texts, perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
definitely
It's fascinating.
I definitely think it could come up, and that would be something that's very interesting to hear. Did Deborah Harkness write The Discovery of Witches?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because that name is sounding so familiar to me, and I'm kind of thinking she did.
Yes,
And she's the
that's
one that
her.
made the comment.
Deborah Harkness is the one who wrote it. So,
So she's the one that actually made the comment.
yeah.
She's Cambridge University Press and an author. You don't think I'd be able to go into this library?
You might be able to, but my thing is, maybe she did kind of base some of her discovery of witches on this Soyga Book of Soyga.
Yeah,
Huh.
I definitely
Now I want to
think so.
look into it more.
I did not know this when, for the record, I wasn't even thinking about the discovery of witches until we got screen on screen together, and then I was like, oh, weird.
This sounds just like Discovery of Witches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think it's fascinating, and I really would like. I want to be like Google updates. Put in a reminder to anytime there's an update on it. Let me know.
Yeah. I wrote a little conclusion if you want it, but it basically just sums up everything we just said.
Go for it.
Okay. The Book of Soyga endures as one of history's most enigmatic manuscripts. Its tables of letters, angelic associations, and mysterious history embodied the intersection of scholarship, mysticism, and legend. John Dee's obsession, Edward Kelly's visions, which maybe, and centuries of speculation have ensured its place as a source of wonder and dread.
Absolutely.
In the end, the book is more than an artifact. Honestly, I think it's just human curiosity, ambition, and a quest to reach beyond what is known. But honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I also want the updates on this book, because if we do discover anything else, like, could you imagine?
Yeah. Also, I hate unanswered questions.
Most of my cases are
Yeah,
unanswered questions.
you drive me crazy with that.
I just want you to be
Stress.
as informed. Yeah, or stress. Sorry, I have a tickle. Anyways, so sources on this, I've been trying to tell people You can look up the Cambridge University Press in 1999. Deborah Harkness and John Dee's Conversations with Angels. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Clucas Stephen, John Dee's, that's the author, John Dee, Interdisciplinary Studies in English Renaissance and Thought. That came out in 2006. That one actually wasn't super helpful, so we'll just skip that one. British Library and Bodleian Library Digital. Okay. There's British Library and the Bodleian Library Archives.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that story today. Make sure you tune in next week for another new episode of That's Be Clear. Also, Andra's computer died. Bye!